荷里活巨星 Tom Cruise 擔大旗嘅經典特工系列電影，自從1996年上映第一集以嚟，唔經唔覺已經27個年頭。最新一集亦已經面世。靚佬湯呢位電影靈魂人物，身兼監製同主演，對於電影嘅製作一絲不苟，敬業精神感染劇組上下，大家都對佢有讚冇彈啊！
I'd met Tom several times over the years, and we'd done screen tests together, and I knew that even in an audition, he is fully present to the actor he's auditioning. So not only is he, of course, off book and knows all the lines on the script just for the audition, he is right beside the camera and he's giving the actor he's auditioning with 100%, the same amount as if he was in front of the camera. So I knew that also I'd heard from other friends of mine who had worked with him that he wants to make sure that the environment for the actor feels creative, collaborative, safe, and free. So I think the first times I was working with him, he has this ability to have incredible technical precision, his understanding of lenses, and understanding of lighting, and understanding of all the elements coming together for the composition of a frame that tells a story. But he also creates an environment whereby he wants you to be able to feel free to try new things. That there's no such thing as a bad choice, but there's just choices, and we're going to see eventually what's going to land in the most interesting way for the audience.
Oh, working with Tom is always fun. You know it's never going to be dull. It's always going to be interesting. You're always going to do things you've never done before, see things you've never done before. And you can feel safe knowing that they're going to push the envelope on this movie even more than they did the last one. And you get to the end and you think, how are we going to do that again or do it more? And we always do. So it's crazy.
We've been working together now almost consistently for about 16 years, and we've developed a real shorthand with one another. Actors watching us notice we don't really speak in complete sentences anymore. We have a very good understanding of each other's rhythms and what we're looking for. So it's very relaxed, very challenging, and it allows us to take everything we've learned from the previous movies and apply them to this one. And it's and I think it shows.
How is it feeling like joining this great franchise?
It's surreal. It's surreal to watch 25 years of these, to have want to work. Every actor has a checklist of people they want to work with. Tom Cruise, Chris McQuarrie. I've admired him since his first film out there. So it was really surreal. And sometimes these live up to your expectations, and then they meet them, and sometimes they exceed them. And this one's exceeded mine because I got a chance to have new friendships, and we became a family. That's what Tom, he makes it into a family, you know.
靚佬湯出咗名，鍾意親身上陣拍攝各種驚險動作場口，今次當然都走唔甩啦。戲中驚心動魄嘅氣氛多羅羅，除咗經典嘅追逐橋段，當中最嚇破膽嘅就必定要數靚佬湯連人帶車飛落懸崖嘅一幕啊！
And in the movie, you were the one who convinced Tom to jump off the cliff with the bike. Did you witness the shooting? How was it?
Yeah, I've got footage on my phone. I keep asking our publicity team, can I put this online now? Because we've all seen him do it, but it was scary. It was scary for us. I mean, not as scary it was for Tom, but we all watched it knowing that, if his chute didn't open, or if the wind took him, or if he clipped the bike, there were so many things that could have gone wrong, that our hearts were thumping, and we'd hear that voice on the radio say, good canopy, which meant that Tom's chute had opened. We'd all just go, yay! See you alive, hooray!
I remember there was one time that we were shooting just past the Imperiale in front of the nicknamed wedding cake monument. And Tom and I were handcuffed. He was in the passenger seat, somewhere that literally and metaphorically, he's not a fan of being necessarily, but he had given me that freedom. I'd built up his trust, knowing that I had trained for 5 months in drifting. And there were 3 cameras attached to the front of the car, so I couldn't really see directly in front of me. And it started to rain, it was cobbled streets, there were people, crew members, but also people who'd come out to see us film. The stakes were quite high, and I remember just all my training and all my focus kicking in and being able to do these, 360 spins in this car, drifting in and out, and keeping that going, whilst at the same time having Tom feed suggested lines of dialogue to me, and I would have to work out whether he was playing Ethan, and therefore I should improvise back as Grace, or he was as Tom saying to Hayley, slow down. So I had to work out whether I actually had to slow down for safety reasons, or whether he was suggesting a line for me to say. So it was, incredibly technical, but really, really fun.
The shooting was incredibly challenging. There was a lot of preparation that went into it. We shot it over a few weeks here in Rome. I would say that why it works is a testament to their performances. You're looking at everything that they're doing is essentially building character at speed, racing through Rome, and it's more than anything, it's just a testament to how great those actors are.
唔單止靚佬湯賣命演出動作戲，其他演員亦有亮眼嘅表現。不過佢哋都話拍攝過程一啲都唔容易啊。
We trained for months with Wade Eastwood, the stunt coordinator, who's amazing, who worked on the previous movies as well. With Sam Eastwood, who's his wife, and who was making me do sprints, Pilates, all sorts of trainings, to be stronger and to make sure that everything was strong, like the knees, the ankles, because you want to make sure that you don't get injured throughout a shoot, because you shoot the movie for a very long time, so it's a marathon for sure.
Oh man, I'll tell you when, tip-top shit. So after filming, when it wrapped, we decided to do a marathon. And we were only able to do half of it because we were just exhausted from all the running we did in the film. But we got it done.
No, here's the deal. You have a young athletic guy who would, before we would start, I would say, you gotta make sure you don't run ahead of me, because he was so fast. And we shot all nights actually, and I ended up pulling a calf that one night. We had to go again, and McHugh wanted to get this shot, and I ended up pulling something. And you do anything, my point is, you do whatever Tom and McHugh want you to do for this.